Fast. Alrighty. Let's see. We might not get very many people, but the idea is that with what we do get, I'll review the run and I'll talk about it and I'll do things. This way I can try and figure out where I can save time. So I'll just, I'll start the Oh, that was disgusting. Audio feedback. I can't believe that the first run that I did ended up being the run that went the distance. It's been a day, so I'm hoping that the issue I had with the controller yesterday is fine now. Oh, speaking of that, it looked like it was fine through the whole run. I was really surprised that it didn't show any issues of hanging, any hanging text boxes. And we'll see. Yo, Rebel? Oh, thank you, Rebel. That was so catastrophic yesterday. In hindsight now, I thought about it, and knowing that I died where I did, I should have gone into the inn in Capitan and pulled out, like, some amount of money so I wouldn't have run into that issue. So what I'm talking about is right after you unlock the shamans, you have like a little walking section to go back to Capitan, and you can get an encounter, and I did get it, and I couldn't run away, and they killed me. And I forget that you lose half your money there, and it's already really tight with the Semaphore shop, that it actually became really painful, and I didn't realize it. So now I'm gonna go into the bank in Capitan to get my money back. Because we just have copious amounts of money through the run. Nothing really to note about this run yet until here, so... Oh, that was really bad. Oh, right, we got a crit, so that made up for it. That was a super cursed opening, but it still was a 4-turn beak. Oh well. In good, but ideally you would want to get a 3-turn. 2-turn is the best you can get out of it when you crit yourself for max damage, or he crits you and it's not the end of the world. You hit yourself. 3-turn is more of the feasible fast strat if you have RNG on your side, but then normally 4-turn is acceptable, but a little slow. Every extra turn is like an additional 2 seconds. And it's not really the end of the world, because you can just lose more time later, but it just, at this beginning of the game section, it just makes you feel really horrible with how tight the run is. But overall, I guess with what happened there, with maybe dodge is a little faster, because here's one thing I want to note. I'm used to, whenever you get the this text box and you close it, if you get a 4-turn beak, you're looking at the RTA clock hits 3:11. And right now, when this text box closes, it's 3:10. So I'm a full second ahead, and I'm not sure if the dodge is just a faster animation than getting hit. I'm suspecting it is. For some reason, that was less slow than I was expecting. Yeah. So it was a second faster than what I do look at. A lot of early game stuff. Actually, maybe through the whole run, I look at different benchmarks through, like, through different splits. So I either look at the RTA time or the split time and just gauge from there whether or not I'm on a good pace or not. I might take some small breaks in the VOD review because I'm going to have to take a laundry break. Nothing here really to note. You're just doing the same things, picking the dialogue options. Nothing here is of note for the run. The beak fight was something to note because there's variability. But it still turned out to be a decent beak at 4 turns. Oh, by the way, if it goes more than 4 turns, which I've had before, it's an insta reset. That's like too slow. Also, we're going to see on this fight coming up, the fight ends whenever Ryu goes to 0 health. So the quickest thing that we do here is we just have Ryu defend, because it's really easy to just input that. Like, it's really fast to input as well. And even while defending, his move still knocks you to 0. So that's what we do. It's so slow if Ryu dodges. It's like 3 seconds per animation of this guy attacking you. I don't remember if in this run I did do it. I did get a dodge. If I did, I would be pissed, but yeah, okay, we still have. That was a little slow. How much time did I lose for that? I kind of want to just see that really quick. It was less than a second. So that's not that bad. By the way, if there's anyone in chat, let me know if the audio sounds okay. Or if I need to fix it. Yo, Arctic, welcome in. And I am not in bed. Oh, if Arctic is around, thank you for following me on speedrun.com, and also thank you for all the messages in my Discord for congratulations and stuff. You know, chat, usually on Fridays, I anticipate that my runs are gonna suck really bad, because my Fridays tend to be cursed, and I can't believe we world record. Maybe we've broken the curse. I hope that's the case. I'm gonna jump ahead right here. Just to the point. So here's another point at which I gauge how fast we are, is when this door closes. So ideally, if I see the door close at a 750 right here when the title card comes in, I'm like, okay, we'll be in the green. So this is already like, okay, we'll be in the red. And I always split the moment that this fades out completely. I think I do the same thing with the Anfini split and maybe one other split, but I don't remember what that third one is. You guys. Apparently you guys did something funny. As I was saying, I didn't get a chance to fix my controller, so I'm hoping that the fact that we just took a day is enough for it to be fixed. Turned out it was, but I still, I'm starting to think it's an intermittent issue, so I may test it out a little bit more, because that will really suck for me for Earthbound. That runs a lot tighter. A message? Oh, this is kind of important. I want to see this. This is where gameplay now happens. Okay, pretty usual. Come on. Oh, I lost some time there. I didn't buffer correctly. That's a hard buffer, too, to only move one tile and then down instantly. Not a very good shop. I don't know how it, like, went up so many right there. I think that lost me 1 second in that shop. So, with this glitch chat, I'm gonna just show you really quick. I'm holding, my A button and auto fire to just select Ryu and No constantly. And the way that this glitch works is your timing hitting both A and B really close together in order to get the shop menu to glitch, and you're going to see it in a moment. And this is what activates what we call the glitch. Ideally what this glitch is doing is it's corrupting memory to... Oh, yo, welcome in, JRP. Here's how you short charge. Fuck me, stupid D-pad. Oh, I did. Exactly. So what's happening here is it's corrupting memory, and it's pointing to someone's inventory slot in their weapon and putting an like different item in there. And what's going on is based on what item is selected in the cell menu, defaults to the first position, which right now would be urchin times 6. It's going to corrupt what that memory value is for, I think, the accessory stackable number. There's a little bit of nuance to it that I might be wrong about, but it's like using that value for how many of that stackable accessory there is to look up an item that correlates to, which is in this case a moondrop, and throwing it on the particular person that Ryu's slot would be in the reserve party. So it would throw it as their item that they're going to get as a trade item. And at the same time, Ryu, because of the corrupted memory, is getting a whole bunch of item in his weapon slot that is accumulating, and we're going to be selling. So you're going to see that right here. Okay, so you see now the shop menu glitch, so you're seeing the cell menu, or the cell interface right here overlapping on top of things, and Ryu just got a nature whip. So the nature whip, when we sell it, it's going to give us 90k per stack that it has, or however many's on the stack. And what you're going to see is there's going to be a number that fills here. So this number is going to correlate to the 100,000 of gold. So right now there's 90,000 on it, and it's saying, oh, you can sell this for 90,000. And so you're seeing this go up. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to aim for that number hitting 15, so that way I have all the money that I need for the rest of the run. And the faster that I can do that, the better. So that was really good right there. Decently fast glitch, but it could have been faster, but it's the first one of the day, I'll accept it. It apparently was one I could accept. And now with that money, we're buying what we need. Yo, Drexus, in this part of the menu, what I'm looking for to make sure I bought everything out of the weapon shop correctly is I'm looking for my empty to hit 29, because I know I'm buying these all correctly because I'm using that to identify how many are in my inventory. And I know you don't get the same interface when you're in the weapon shop, so I don't know if I buy the correct number of things that I need. I have left the weapon shop with missing a piece of armor. So 29, perfect. And then you just drop the gold. So you're only taking a little bit of gold right now with you for the run. Drexus, we had such a good start of a run yesterday that I PB'd in the mini category. And I PB'd the mini category again this run. I looked, I was 3 seconds off of second place, or tying with second place. Okay. That was a really fast menu. That was a pretty fast menu. That might have been the fastest that I've ever done that menu, because it saved me 3 seconds. Good, we got a good speed roll there. I'm usually used to like my menu speed only saving me 1 second compared to slow menu. Oh, this start was insane now that I'm remembering. I had that one fight, and then I only got one fight here before the Harpies. And it was a lead-off, so I didn't even take the fight. So, you can normally get a fight anywhere now here on this line, or even here, and it's very common. This location is above average, and I'm gonna just go back a second. So if you get a fight anywhere on this line, it's not that it's kind of an early fight. I think average, you get the fight somewhere on this stairway, like along this line. And I'm using a smoke right now to reduce some encounter rate. Getting a fight up here is really good, and I think the best I've gotten was I've gotten a fight... Oh, we're getting artifacts right now. Is like up here by this second stairway. It was nuts getting that one. And leadoffs are guaranteed runaway, so I didn't even take it. This was insane. I didn't get another fight for the rest of this area. Normally you get a lot of fights in here. Holy fuck! Yeah, this was fast. It could have golded. I'm not used to him being level 1 because he doesn't have cure. Dude, Charles, level 1 harpies. I'm fucked. It's a really slow fight at level 1. Because Bo does so little damage at level 1. And I had to heal, because Ryu has less defense and health. And we didn't get any lucky strikes or anything. No crits, no counters. We did get dodges, so that made the fight better. 17. I'm trying to count damage right now to make sure that I'm healing appropriately. 27. This should kill it. 34. Definitely should. Oh, okay, I got a special, but it was gonna die there anyway, so it didn't matter. I probably heal after this turn. So this was playing it really safe. Oh, we did get a counter. Okay, I apparently can't remember this fight. Oh, now I do remember. This fight almost golded with how great that was, but being level 1 really sucked. If Ryu was at least level 2 here, this fight would have gone way faster. I wouldn't have needed to heal. Holy shit, man. This is gonna gold. Oh my gosh. And it didn't gold. That was crazy. It dies, I think, right here, but the level up text was too long. That almost golded. I think if I didn't stutter the menu before that, that would have been the most crazy gold. By the way, whenever I do this section with Mount Fubi, the better the harpy split, the better the run is going to be. I don't mind getting a few more fights on the roach split if I have a really good harpy split, because at least it's giving me experience on Ryu where I won't have to risk a level 5 Baba. Yeah, thank you, Cerberus. That's going to be a really hard harpy fight to beat. I already thought that my previous early game was too good, that I was always going to guarantee losing time. This early game is even more insane than that because this roach split was perfect. It lost time, that's a pretty fucking insane split, but it gave me perfect experience without losing too much time. And that ended up saving me so much time on Baba. So the only issue is Baba could have saved more time. I got kind of fucked with a couple of things. That's not really good luck. Arctic was saying that I was gonna get good luck, but am I sitting closer to my mic now? It's facing me. Usually, here, I'm gonna show you a difference. Right now, I have the mic a little bit above me, and about 1 foot away. And now I'm going to adjust it for how it is when I play. So right now is where my mic setup would be when I'm doing a when I'm mid-run. And I'm facing the left side of the mic right now, and I'm about a half foot even further away. I think it's the angle too. I have my mic is a HyperX Quadcast, and I usually set it on cardioid mode because I'm never putting it behind. I'm never behind the mic. And usually when I have it on, it's if I have multiple people that are in the forward arc of the mic, so that way it's capturing almost everyone like perfectly. And if I'm at an angle like that, it should still be good, where it should receive it well. So we're only getting attenuation on the back, but we're probably not getting maximum gain on the front end like we would if I was just doing forward setting. Early splits here. This fight sucks, by the way. It's not the worst, but it sucks. Because what happens is, it affects experience. So essentially, a faster Baba split is gonna be if I can get there. Yeah, what I mean by that is it's not exactly pointing at my mouth, but it's not too far away. It's not like totally off angle. The run isn't really that safe until we get through Baba. That was not very much distance. So early time save that I'm getting now. Color's very vibrant on the recording. It's a good start, I will say that, but it kind of is continuous through this entire section until the 40-minute mark. I'm just saying, like, right now it's kind of, it looks really nice. Misleading. Fix the black levels? Let me see. Filters. What would that be? That would be the gamma? You want it more like that? I think this is closer to what I have in game. Like when I'm playing on my CRT. Brightness? Okay. Oh, wait, you want it down or up? Like, do you want it more black or less black? Contrast. Oh, that's right, it is contrast. Do you want it more black or less black? We want it darker. That's pretty insane. Let's do -20. Is that better? Yeah, the scan lines are... Hold on, how's it coming through? Oh, it's coming through a little weird for you guys, and it's probably because the ratio, the aspect ratio is not correct. Shoot, let me edit. What's gonna be... I think it should be 900 by 1200. No, that looks really bad. I think usually if I stretch it out to full screen, but then... Yeah, who cares? This might just be fine. But yeah, the scan lines do make it a little darker. I like it that way. It almost matches exactly what I have on my screen. On my CRT. You did color correction. Sort of picky, that's why my console looks crisp. Yeah, I do have color correction. And that's how I'm doing it. I guess, what do you want? Are you looking for it to be brighter or darker in terms of the black levels? Also, you're getting some artifacting because of how the 5x captures. Remove it? Okay. Yeah, it's only on the black section that is really bad. Okay, took one out. Honestly, it would be armor. If there was even more armor, that would be better. But yeah, there's nothing. This part's going a little slow. I really like leaving this section of the run at 3 minutes. Time save we had, but so this is why I say like this is a little bit slow. Might make it good. But these fights are giving me so much experience. Your capture has correct dynamic range. If that's my last fight, this will be golden, I think. But that's a hard ask. Oh my gosh. Maybe not. $95 experience. Yeah, I really like this capture card. It's an older capture card now that's not very easily procurable. It's called the EVGA XR1 Lite. It's the cheaper version. They still make the XR1 Pro, but... Oh, I totally know what you mean, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that. You're kind of just at the mercy of them, though. And also, I think I like, have the settings of the capture set to something like that that makes it what you're just mentioning. Thank you. Okay, that's kind of good, though. I don't need that for this. I need all three to hit Ryu. No, please. This fight is bullshit, by the way. We're trying to aim for them splitting damage pretty evenly. Yeah, they won't dog me today. Bo might be able to survive an extra hit. So yeah, you see, now we're ticking down. But it might be fine, because... This fight is the second most bullshit fight, because this guy has a chance... This guy has a chance when his health reaches 0 to do what is very common in this Breath of Fire series called guts rolling. So what it does is they do it's kind of like similar to saving throws in D&D, I guess, where it prevents you from dying. And when he gets back up, he will have some random health number that is generated to be his current HP, and there's a range that exists to. So on average it's like 30, but it can be as high as like 40 or something, I believe, where 2 of their hits don't even knock him down. Obviously if he doesn't guts the first time his health goes low, it's fast. We got a good amount of health. Everything above that is time loss. We'd prefer if I get 0 get-ups here. Ooh, that's a big hit. Hit Ryu, please. Okay, good. No get-ups, so very good fight. We're still green after it, so that's pretty good. Oh, by the way, JRP, I took similar inspiration from you, and I'm wearing shorts on this run. As you can see, there's leg right there, and some skin. Kind of close to and also I have the like my usual crotch cam facing, so we're good. Now we want to see what and I'm even bitching about my D-pad in this split that we're gonna get. Just to see if we will be able to. I know. Luckily, I also have hairy legs. The forest split with level 6 already, so we don't have to take any encounters. Lucent W asked me. Oh, I never trim. Yeah, I never trim my legs or my arms. But they're very like wispy. So they don't grow in thick. Damn. That's a bitch, by the way. Luckily he attacks fast. Still moderately fast. It could have been faster if Bo got his attack off, but that's okay. I used to be Norwood 4. Yeah. Being green... And luckily Ryu didn't count. So actually, let me put it this way. Anything sub 20 after Roach is phenomenal. It's very fast. Me being green on my Roach split with the run that I had, the PB that I had, the 624, was pretty damn fast. This Harpies split is insane. I don't think I've seen a Harpies this good. Like ever. I think I've been above 1430, but this was crazy. Yeah, no, I think I kind of gathered that. And yeah, Roach, I think the best Roach I've ever had was sub 19, and that was unrunnable. I had too much experience that I needed for Ryu, so also been frustrating. I'm explaining like the early game as if it really even matters, but for people, I guess if you're gonna run Terrapin, this is all good knowledge. You could probably get faster times if you're not doing the any percent strats of getting everything. So if I do run again, I think I'm gonna attempt Terrapin again. Like, I'm not gonna take a long break before doing Terrapin. Just to kind of explain my situation right now, that's kind of where I'm going with this. 21 experience until I get to level 6. Oh, and I was looking back in my VOD to see how much experience I needed. It didn't give me any advantage, it just helped me to keep track of stuff. So we kind of don't Out of context Super Metroid, let's see. Their attack animations are what the fuck? But we can guarantee a one-shot on them. And if there are multiple, there's a chance that the others run away. So they can be fast fights. Is Turian even a real map? Because I thought that Crateria is what old Turian is part of now. Sludges are one. They're kind of really slow if we do get them. Or are you just pulling something that was in like the files? Play the game? Okay. The harder enemies. You got it. The bulls give... Yeah, if that actually has a real in-game answer, then nobody say the answer to that. And then flies give 4. I'm gonna skip through this section. This has no gameplay factors. I have to drop off, and we get as one enemy. They attack fast. I dictate how good my run is at this point. So the only thing that really dictates anything about my split time here is how fast the death warp was. And on average, I like seeing that I get control of Ryu again at about 540, which is what we're gonna get. Yeah, so on cue. I'll tell you what I did. There's a glitch beam called space-time beam at horrific... Oh, okay, thanks. I always forget this sometimes. For this guy, I end up switching on my turbo A and B. So a lot of this run, in order to save my thumbs, I'm turning on turbo A and B, like auto fire, so that I don't have to press anything during the dialogue, because in order for dialogue to advance really fast on this, I have to be holding B and running A as turbo to like advance it really quickly. Turbo is allowed in this game for text advancement, and we're allowing it for like little things that are not gameplay impactful. So as far as this goes, to spare my thumbs from getting arthritis mid-run, I'm going to be abusing that a lot. And so sometimes between leaving this house, I forget to switch on my auto fires, and I have lost time to that guy before. So you see, like, I'm turning them on really quickly. And then I'm turning them off because I have a menu immediately. Luckily, the screen transitions are long enough on SNES for this to work. They allowed the game, they allowed it. The game has now fire speed cap. You will never really guess. You need to mash faster to kill faster. That area can be a little slow. Interesting. I'm actually surprised that Metroid Dread does allow that. Less experience. Goblins, please, goblins. Okay, this is good. The game is on my side. Goblins run away as soon as one of them dies. Okay. Well, it was mine. Yeah. Interesting. I see. This is fine. JRP's on the turbo party. Okay, this is fucking killing my hands. More experience. JRP, get this. Zelda Breath of the Wild 100% allows multiple segments in the run, because I think it was the reason why one of the runners died running 100% because they were just on their they were just running the game too long, that they had health issues happen. Yeah. So they changed their rules to allow multiple segments for their 100% game. I'm gonna double check that, actually. I know that I don't, maybe he didn't die, maybe he just got hospitalized. Yeah, I'd have to ask. It's almost a 50-hour run from what it looks like. Oh no, sorry, now it's 15 hours. What the hell is 50 hours? Yeah, okay, it's a 15-hour run. Let me take a look at the forums right here. There's not really much in terms of gameplay right here that I will really comment on. Arby's was really good. So you're aware, Jeff? I got one fight on the world map. I got one fight roughly about a third of the way through the first part of I don't know. It's going to be really hard to explore. I guess Breath of the Wild's a lot popular than I thought. Okay. I'll take the lead off. Oh my god, this was really fast then. If that was a lead off, I got no fight on the way in, and I got goblin, like 2 goblins on the first fight. This is so fast. That's unlucky. Oh, this is already in Corsair. I'll this guy is actually really nice though. Good fight. There's a chance you can get an item off of this guy from killing him. That is really good. That almost killed the run, by the way. I think he could high roll for 13.
Oh my god. Dude, that was scary as shit. 11 more experience.
That's really bad too. But we got an insta runaway. Like, you can get more distance than that. And you're gonna see it right here. I get so much distance. Okay, never mind. This game hates me, apparently.
Please let me through.
I've gone through this section with only 2 fights before. And I think I do make it without getting another fight, but that really sucked. First try, that's awesome. Because we didn't get very many fights, I still need quite a bit of experience, and I think in the end what I do is I end up using double harpies to level myself up. By the way, I mashed that. I mashed that like...
I'm actually surprised we're here at night.
It wasn't very good mashing,
about it, really. Okay, I need 11 more experience, so...
I'll take a quick break for my laundry stuff after Baba. This split, Baba, is the big run killer.
Dude, frickin', devil
run chance already really sucks in this game, and you have to go through a little mini dungeon with running away from basically every fight.
Okay, what do we got?
That sucks too. I could have opted to kill this fight, but these guys can counter, actually. So you get extra animations.
I'm gonna kill it.
Oh, I chose to kill these guys. Okay. That makes the fight fast, by the way. Counters are really good. They can't counter counters. And they take 3 hits to die.
I know. That would have been nice.
Okay, that's a counter.
Okay, this fight is totally safe.
So that was a pretty fast version of this fight. Only 1 counter, and we countered them back. So really good. They give 18 experience. It's 9 per guy, so... essentially... It's like the best fight you can get out here for experience, but it's really rough in terms of how many animations you get. This is really lucky we didn't get another fight, because it was very likely to. Also, it's pretty likely that you get a fight at some point there, so that was also very lucky that we didn't get one. That guy's really slow, that we didn't need a lead off for him. So I feel like I wasted my luck with getting a lead off on that guy when you don't even really need it to run away from him pretty easily. I'd rather get a lead off against any fight with a bear and something else. This is pretty unlucky.
That kind of sucks.
But yeah, see, it's not that hard to get a runaway from those guys. Sometimes I can fail running away like 5 times on harpies, Like this fight,
Okay.
that fight I would want to get a lead off, but we got first try runaway, which was really
one away
cool.
from the smoke spot.
That's a lot of distance, and that's really good because now I'm in a position where I don't need to. Oh, I remember now. This fight lost me so much time. You could run away from these guys also pretty easily, but now we're a good distance where I could get to the boss without another encounter. But these guys can do a sleep move that makes you lose turns. And that is exactly what happened. Getting hit wakes you up though, so
Please, no.
so
hate you.
I lost a turn. And now
Oh
I'm
my
getting
God,
locked.
sleep locked. Game, what the fuck?
So I think I lost 40 seconds on that fight. From a first turn runaway. There was a chance I could have gotten another fight, but that was really good. But this could have been 40 seconds better.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and he was countering me like a ton. That's bad. I have to heal off of that. The counter helps though. This guy has 169 HP. And the idea is that because he can counter, you always want to heal
6.
once you go below 28 HP. Because otherwise, you could risk him high rolling both hits with the counter and it kills you. That's bad
Oh,
too.
nice, dude.
I don't think I've ever seen him slam.
8.
See, and he's countering again.
Terrible, Baba.
Usually, if he doesn't counter, you can go like 2 or 3 turns before you need a heal, and you get a lot of damage that way.
10. Dude, why are you countering every fucking hit?
So this fight could have been half as fast, or half, yeah, sorry. It could be twice as fast. Half as slow is what I meant.
12. 14.
Now I do want him to
16.
counter me, because I'm gonna Death Warp immediately. And he didn't do that.
18.
That fight was 6:57, and we started it at about 5, so it could have been... So we could have been a minute and a half faster here. That would have been an even crazier run. So I think a goal of a really fast run is to get a sub 36 Baba. That's when I'm like, if we're going now... Okay, hear me out, chat. If we're going to be not going for world records anymore, but aiming for
Good.
time thresholds for this run, which I think is eventually going to be the case when Charles starts
Just taking
coming
one
back
step.
to snipe
I hate
the
you.
world record back. I think if we're going to start going for runs, we have to get a Baba split that's sub 36. So we might be resetting on Tag Woods a lot. Because now, essentially here, all the time variants on levels are negligible. Because it doesn't really matter anymore. You're always going to be level 6 after Baba. You're always going to be level 7 after the Director HR. So now, everything here is time loss based on RNG and not necessarily... like, it always is based on RNG, but now there's not a lot of run-to-run variants as there is with these first 5 splits. Like... These first 5 splits, you get it really fast at the beginning and you don't get a lot of XP. Then even if you get a really good time save, you're going to be losing time on these two splits for taking encounters to level up. Or Baba, because you have to heal more often from the damage you take at a lower level. At lower levels, you have less defense and you have less health. So the fight becomes way more dangerous and you have to waste time that way. This guy you can get away with without having to heal, but he's a dick and he's like hitting me for almost max rolls. So with that alone, I have to heal unless I dodge like 3 hits in a row. So this next turn, I could have died, but I opt to heal because there's no way I could get through this without a heal. Yo, RMS, thank you so much.
Jesus. This guy's not fucking around. 3.
Oh, I was gonna...
Good. We saved 1 turn.
Okay, so that saves a turn. Special is basically 2 turns worth of damage. That being said, we're gonna take a small break as I'm going to go set my laundry to go, and we should be good for a half hour after that. So give me 5 minutes, I think. Yeah, give me 5 minutes. Yeah, I think that should be right back. Okay, chat, I'm back. Yeah, sorry, no, I stepped away for like a few minutes to handle some laundry. We got about a half hour before I have to go handle it again. Let me catch up with the chat. Did we get... No, we didn't. Okay. Welcome in, Pern. Alright. Most relatable death, to be honest. To the stump, or what do you mean? Also, welcome in, Fireball. Yo, Scorp, welcome in. Welcome Just in, reviewing my, my fucking world record from yesterday. Hope y'all are doing well. HR, serious business. Dying to the interview? Yeah. There almost sounds like there's echo. Had it happen a few times. Oh, we'll see. Sometimes at the very end of it, I do a live verification, but I told JRP, be ready. You're gonna get an audio analysis. Maybe, but not right now. The next things I have on my list is I'm going to be trying to get a sub 4 hour Earthbound run, which is going to be really tough. I have a 409 right now, so I need to save a little over 9 minutes to meet my goal. Job application denied. He is ferocious like Bidu Budu. And also I'm going to be learning Chrono Trigger, so I have to update my notes on that because apparently my computer must have restarted while I had the notes open and my PowerPoint didn't like it, so it like deleted half of my images. They like corrupted. So I need to re-get them. The images that I keep are more for like very big maps so that it helps me remember where to go because I'm still learning the run. And also like pixel positionings for like visual cues for like bird skip and little things like that. So I've had runs before that have gone through the cat split where I essentially start the fight roughly at about 5:05. And that was from like best death warp, no healing director HR, so I don't lose time there. Like the best runs you could think of. So right here, we're gonna see how far off of that we are. So like 7 seconds. Oh my god, I just remembered. I think this fight golded. 3. This was one of the best cat fights I think I ever had. Ah. Six. Actually, 7 probably. So 8. 9? Or no, yeah, it's 9 because of the 7. 11. 13-ish. I'll say that's 14. Yeah, good call. 17. Oh, it didn't gold. But I still saved time. This was such a good fight. Getting so many specials on this fight is really good. But also, the fact that her taunt wasn't landing made it really good. This can land and it makes you do reduced damage. Holy shit.
I
So
think she's dead next turn, so we're gonna full send it here. Oh, she's totally dead.
insane. That last special didn't even matter, but it would have saved a turn.
Ryu coming in clutch.
Saving any time on Cat is freaking amazing. This is gonna be a really hard Cat time to beat. I'm expecting that if I were to run against this, unless I'm getting a sub 35 Baba, I'm losing time on Cat.
Made her knight in ours. Yep. A live run, yes. Welcome back, Chuck.
By the way, that's the previous world record holder, who might snipe the run. And yeah, as what Darkest Mage is saying, anything after Cat I consider a run, because the run does die way before that.
Over a minute to save here.
But now nothing in the run can kill it. Yo, Honeydew, thank you so much for good luck past me. We are now reviewing past me to make sure that we scrutinize everything. Okay, so the way that this fight works, we have 3 people now. Cat dies from everything. Ryu is sturdy, but if he chooses to save his strength, he can one-shot, but not always. So the way that this fight plays out is I always auto battle turn 1. He has 680 health, so I'm tracking all the health. He can do 3 things. He can do normal hits. He can save his strength, which means that okay, let me think how to explain the save strength. If he saves strength, it basically makes it so that his next physicals are crits, but only for the turn. So if he saves strength, he always does 2 hits or 2 things on his turn because, you know, the gimmick of 2-headed. So the idea is here, if he saves his strength on turn 1, his next hit on the turn is going to be a guaranteed crit. If he saves his strength on the second part of the turn, that's going to carry as a double crit next turn, and it's really scary. So he can do normal hits, he can save strength, and he can also do a cure. Cure is annoying, so we hope for that to never happen.
5, 9.
So there's the save strength. Ooh. Kills Cat instantly.
11.
She can also not survive regular hits, but she definitely cannot survive the crit.
19.
Your tax dollars at work. Ryu is surviving. And I'm choosing to heal Ryu here. That crit's insane.
300. 34. Kill. Yes! Okay, good.
It's really good because in this fight, Rand is the slowest, so he always goes after the August turn. And so I'm preemptively throwing Life PL, which is a full revive, on whoever I think is going to die. So in this case, I was hoping that he crit Ryu. So that way this Life PL goes off after they've gotten their turns, and they don't lose out on turns, any attacks on next turn. Oh, hold on. All right, chat. We're back. Sorry about that. Friend called. We were trying to figure out if there was going to be plans or not. Dude, did frames drop? That's weird. Oh no, that's from the start of stream. This fight was insane with how many fucking crits we got.
51?
I actually want to count this damage. Hold on. Let me count the damage. I'm sorry, chat.
5.
By the way, I put them in scramble because
9.
it makes Ryu and Cat's damage really high.
Ooh. 11.
How much did he hit for?
9. Ooh. 11.
20. Funny that critting is his gimmick. Yeah, I know.
19.
And I'm the one getting all the crits. I know. This fight was so insane. This and Cat were just such freaking good, like, fights this run.
300. 34. Kill. Yes! Okay, good. $39. Who is my party right now? This is 47. 51.
I'm actually doing so well on counting the damage. Holy shit.
Oh my god, Ryu crit.
If Ryu had crit, the fight was over, by the way. Yeah, if Ryu had crit, that would be the end of the fight. So right now he's taken 612. Oh, hold on. I missed the Ryu damage there. Hold on.
Oh my god, Ryu crit. Kill Ryu, kill Ryu. I love it.
Okay, so he had taken 647 damage. I was actually perfect on counting this because if oh no. This is where we were saying we could have saved more time because what would have happened here is Rand would have attacked if I had just gone for it, just auto battling. So this is what Charles was saying. If I had auto battled, Rand would attack and Cat would attack and that would have killed off the guy. Ryu would have had no HP, or would have been dead, so no XP from this fight, but it would have been so fast. So, just seeing how this played out. So, Rand would have been done attacking. 3, 4, 5.
Almost gold.
5, yeah. That would have golded for sure. So Charles was right. I'd be so tempted to send it.
No, it wasn't worth it.
I said no, it's not worth it because the reason why I get nervous there is because that fight actually could have gone worse at the end there. Because if he chose to kill Cat, it kind of negates a lot of the reason I try to be safe in that fight. Because I want to make sure Cat survives so that we don't run the risk of getting a mirror in her glitch. Which is very common if she does die here. So, Ryu dying though is not a problem because we get so much XP through the run that it doesn't matter.
But it would have...
Anyway.
I probably should have, but that would have been what? Another 15 seconds?
Oh, by the way, I needed to keep track of my laundry time.
You're probably right, though.
Yeah, so then I start really thinking about it, and Charles is right, 100%. I should have sent it and gotten that 5 seconds.
Snarky comment. I'll read it once we're in Mount Fubi. All right.
Okay, I got 10 more minutes. We got no fight with Rand, saves time.
Like, I'm honoring it, or maybe I'm respecting that risk a little too highly.
At this point, I am, because now I have world record, so if we want to go for fast runs, fuck it.
Out of that.
We take whatever. We don't go safety anymore.
Fight. What is this run?
Oh, and I went through that section. So you're
Yeah,
almost guaranteed to
bonk is
get
a
a fight
50% chance
when
of
you
an
make that
encounter.
walk through that section. And the
Sneaky of you to
fact
have a
I
run
didn't get a
prepared
fight
on
on
one
the
of the days
bonk and I got no
without
fight on
Joker
Mount
stream
Fubi,
title, fuck yeah.
this run is so fast. This run is so fast through Joker,
Or,
it's
Charles,
crazy.
the other option is sending it could also mean that I lose nobody because Rand got hit.
So that
and
you guys are
survives.
also aware, the time that between Joker and
that would've been the
Terrapin is
ultimate
like
time save.
really fast. It's like almost gold. It almost can't be any better than this time, which is like about 13 and a half
Rand
minutes.
quit, so then there's not an extra
So
animation
if
from
we
Cat.
considered what I get at Joker,
But yeah,
I
feel
think
you.
had I gotten close to gold on Terrapin, it might have been a world record Terrapin percent.
Yeah, perfect RNG. Or Ryu dodge. That would have also been awesome.
This first hour blessed me with so much fun and a lead off.
What is this?
This split is so insane. This whole entire section's insane. I was minus 4 minutes at Joker.
So,
And if
it's
I
a
had
little
kept
bit
that through
later on in the
Terrapin,
day night right
it
now,
would have for
and
sure
all that is
been a
attributed
world
to the
record
fact
Terrapin
that I
percent.
time
We would have had
over
a
to save
sub
a little bit of menu
112.
time.
Maybe a barely a 112, but
I have a feeling that a day night is saved.
the first
somewhere,
hour of this run was just godlike.
like, or sorry, is holy shit, what is it called? Day night is forced to a certain value somewhere.
Oh, we're getting messages. Hold on. What's going on over here? Oh no, JRP is streaming. You know, that means we gotta pester him a little bit. Gonna skip through this. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
so
I
what
should
you're
probably
seeing
do
is I need to swap to Ryu front so that he eats damage from a scripted encounter. Gonna be fun splits to race. It is.
I went one too low.
I lost a little time to that.
Okay, we're on this side though.
So far, this is my first real encounter that I've had this entire split. I never gauge what my split time is when I go in here. Maybe I should. We almost got in with only that one encounter. So I've only had 2 encounters so far on this entire split, and that's crazy. If you can imagine that, like, normally you get like 4 to 5 encounters before getting to here. So already this is like somewhere between I want to say 15 seconds faster than average. And Ryu just crit, which saved a turn. So we saved an animation there. So far, this entire section is like fucking 20 seconds faster than average. Oh, this was a mistake.
I can't believe that just happened.
I need to swap Ryu back. We definitely don't want Cat to interact with this hole. We want Ryu to, because he'll take less damage and poison. So see, Ryu was full health, but now that's the damage he takes from the eating the hole. I think we get 1 crit this fight, so it saved 1 turn.
Maybe a crit somewhere.
So I think Ryu crits and it saved 1 animation.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it sucks that you can't skip it.
I think. Oh, okay.
But that is good experience to get. 75 per person is... Yeah, I know. I need to be faster at this menu. How long do or how much time do I lose to that? I kind of want to see. So the way that this menu should work, it's always the same every time. Like this should be my layout. It should always be, I heal with this help BL. I go straight down to the antidote, and then I use the smoke right under it. That should be the order of operations. So I think I lose 1 second to stuttering there.
Ew.
This is unlucky, but it turned out to be a leadoff, so it didn't lose too much time. That's
I didn't know that you could get a formation of one of that guy.
That lost me, I think, about 7 seconds. Because you can go through there without an encounter, but that was a little unlucky, and it kind of balanced out the earlier stuff a little bit. So now I would say I'm roughly maybe still about 15 seconds ahead of an average split. So what I'm expecting is I think I gold by 15 seconds. That's what I'm expecting. I'm gonna skip all the way to when we have the fight. So this fight is super easy. You just have Cat Fire Rock and it insta kills them. Because you get one from Mount Fubi. And she always outspeeds them. And the Fire Rock should always be in the same spot. At least with how I do my menus, it should always be in that same spot.
Okay, steel armor should be on the right with how our inventory is set up.
Yep, see, I'm already aware of where things should be.
3 or 4 below the empty spot now. I should make an
Okay, after Joker, I'm gonna have to handle my laundry again, so we'll be another 5 minutes. So, Cat already has a glitched weapon from the 2 shops that we did earlier. And the issue is that since we didn't get a chance to menu on Cat, even though she has the glitched weapon, we forced the glitch on her, so it's not as if she equipped it, and therefore her stats haven't updated with the glitch. So the game recognizes she has this weapon and gives the properties of the weapon, but it doesn't adjust her stats with having the weapon. So right now in the inventory, we're putting an item on her because the game will update her stats with the new, like with everything in her inventory upon giving her this this armor piece that we're giving her. And then she's going to start doing max damage. She does about 50 damage per hit. If she gets crits, it makes the fight faster, and so that's what I'm hoping for.
4. Ew.
45 is the lowest she can hit.
Oh, 9.
That's really good. Hitting Ryu is nice because he can take a lot of damage from him. We don't want to see him ever do Poison Chop. If he does, he hits the whole party and poisons them, and that's really annoying. Dodge is also really nice. I didn't even know that happened this run. Okay, so we got 1 special hit. It hit for 91, which sucks, but...
32.
It would have been great if we got another special.
42.
And this boss has 550 health.
47.
So he's just a little bit low for her to kill it effectively. Okay, now it doesn't matter. Now she does kill it effectively.
And I think it's
so usually I would have Cat do an attack, but she countered, so it was perfect. Okay, so I golded that by 40 seconds, and I think I may have underestimated what my time save was. So I had I think I had like I estimated 15 seconds, but I must have done between specials and everything everywhere else. I think I saved a lot more time than I had realized. So that's a 40-second gold, and this is an insane time. I think I had always estimated if you get a Joker that's sub-hour, that's a really good run. And I thought it might be possible to barely sub-hour. This is an insane time. And it could be better. We could have had like an extra minute and a half from Baba if we didn't get screwed in Tag Woods with the runaway, with the sleeping runaway, and him countering me every turn. But be right back, chat. I'm gonna just put this up really quick, and then we'll be back in about 5 minutes as I move my laundry to the dryer. Okay, I'm back. I got about 45 more minutes before oh yeah, no worries, honeydew. I don't normally do this for my runs, but this one was very notable, so we're definitely going through this. I have 45 more minutes until I have to pick up the laundry, so I'm like gonna get back into it now.
We had one Nina crit, yeah. And it was like on half the turn.
But
so
yeah,
the second
4
attack
minutes
got the crit.
ahead at this point, like a 58:30 is insane time for
thank you,
Joker.
Joe.
Just out
No
of
poison
curiosity,
shot
I
either.
want to see what Charles.
That was a huge gold, by the way.
I want to see what Charles' time in his terrapin percent is.
That was 40-second gold, like roughly.
Because it's very possible I was ahead of the terrapin world record at this point. So I'm just gonna quickly look at this. Okay, so you could get a fight here in this room on the way back, but it's less bad. Getting fights now in these rooms are not as bad as when you're heading there, because Nina has the glitched weapon, and the glitched weapon has massive attack power, and it double hits, and it has holy element. So some of the enemies that are ghosts or undead take extra damage from that, so they're guaranteed to die whenever Nina attacks them in this section. Okay, he had a 45 August. Okay, never mind. This run that he had was insane. Let me see what his Joker time was, though. He had a 58:33 Joker. So this run was 2 seconds ahead of the Terrapin world record with doing the any percent strats. Oh, this is really bad.
Tricksters are fine.
But these guys are weak that Cat and Ryu can kill them off in one hit.
Awesome.
So this fight, again, you can get through it without get through this area without a fight. So how much time did I lose to this?
Be a lead off, please. Tricksters are fine.
18 seconds. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, both heading there and heading back were both very unlucky. So very specifically, I like getting to Windia while this is 345. This timer right here. This is a slow fight. Because I have to attack 3 enemies. If any fight where it's just one enemy and Cat can kill it is really fast. So, comparing. We're already like 18 seconds behind. That would have been the end of the fight, so everything now is time loss.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, 7 seconds to those extra enemies.
Yeah, thank you for the follow. Appreciate
So
that.
that's
Jimmy Jam.
25 seconds. So far though, not that many encounters. Also bad. 1, 2, 3. 3.5 seconds. So we're like close to 30.
That is such an annoying bush.
That's a bad bush. You want a bush that's at least in your path, but you're like walking a few steps to it, because they reset your encounter danger. I wish I got the
Now
fight
we're
like
in
a
the
little
other
bit
area.
more.
This is a kind of...
So now I have to do this fight. Let me time this. This is a very hard fight to time.
We're in the other area. This is a kind of...
I misran too. Okay, so Cat would have just killed it, so this is all time loss. 3 seconds. It would have died there. Seven. So we're at 35 seconds of time loss just on this split. So honestly, we would have probably already be heading to the castle by now. We had a better section. This I have to fight with Nina, so this is kind of making me stutter a little bit. So this is fine. I handled this fight correctly. I think I only lose 1 second from trying to think about what I'm supposed to do. That's a good bush. I think I don't get another fight. But I wasted a step.
A little bit. I meant to turn earlier.
Yeah, so from what I do like, this is 25 seconds behind, but it's more like 35 with how everything else went. So I think with what I estimated, I think what time I do like versus what time is versus the time loss that we have, I think getting it 25 seconds better is totally feasible. Most of which was from that fight in the Joker cave.
Okay. That was not bad, but not the best walk to Windy I've ever had.
And I'm commenting on it. This was really bad in terms of like amount of time loss that I could have. In terms of possible time loss, like
we'll see how this goes.
It really contributed a lot to the split, but I think there was something else that was worse.
I made time warp right outside of Capitan to make sure it's daytime. And
that's a bad idea.
As much time to get the Jean.
We've learned that's a bad idea.
Thing going on.
So never do that again.
And what I mean by that is.
So I'm gonna skip through this. Okay, let me see how this goes. I did something a little different here to play it safe, and I want to see how much time it loses me versus what I could do. This is normal. That took me 4 seconds, I think, and versus perfectly doing it would be half a second. So not that much time loss, honestly. And now I have a lot of money, so I'm happy with how this went. Let me see the rest of the shop, though. Okay, second try on that one was not bad.
Okay. Roughly the run is 30 seconds worse than this split is 30 seconds worse than yesterday. Run is still fine though.
Good estimate. I now do a new trick, courtesy of Jeff. Damn, that was a really fast switch menu.
Run is still fine though.
So now I do a new strat of going in here to reset my steps. So that was a Jeff idea. I kind of considered it, and Jeff, like I was talking about it out loud about considering that, and Jeff like was mentioning that he was considering something like that as well. So our thoughts just aligned at that point. That was a really good hit, and we saved one animation there.
One attack there.
But I think overall this fight is really slow. Because I didn't realize that this guy is kind of beefy. If Nina attacked him, that would have been better, because we lost an animation to that. Oh, okay, never mind. We didn't lose any time to that. Oh, we lost time to the poison. So this menu is kind of annoying. If he just regular attacked, we would have been fine. Let's see how long that took.
I think we eliminated one attack there. Annoying.
So I think that's like a second that was lost to the poison, but now we're going to see how much the menu affects it. So now doing this menu is all our time loss. Right now, everything here is time loss until we move again. Seven seconds. Oh, hold on. Computer's kind of freezing a little bit. Okay.
Yuck.
That is a yuck. And I think he did poison me again, which was annoying. Oh, he didn't. Okay, this is a much better fight.
Very nice, dude.
This is a much better fight. If we had this fight, the first time around, that would have been really good. And also a very good bush. I don't know if I make it without another fight.
See, it looks like it does set the time of day.
Okay, I did.
Wow.
That was very good. This split would have been nuts if we were here 30 seconds earlier. What also would have been sick is if Sten crit here.
Sten crit, come on. Give me a Sten crit right here. And a Creon skip, and I'll be so happy.
So I'm comparing to a Sten crit for the gold, so let's see.
Damn.
Fight would have been over by now, so...
Okay.
So that's 18 seconds just on Sten not critting. That's crazy. I think Creon skip could save that 18 seconds. And we didn't get it. So still at this point, we're like still 30, 35 seconds slow. Maybe 40 seconds slow here because of the poison menu. I didn't need to do that, by the way.
Deal with Ryu. So it's gonna be after this.
I could have done that
or we
after
don't
the
use
fight if I did get the Creon.
it. Damn.
Wrong person crit.
Damn.
So I lose another 18 seconds to that.
Sten disappointing me.
So 40 seconds plus the 35, I want to say. A minute 40 plus the 35 is 75 seconds, minute 15 seconds. So yeah, we would see this be minus 245. So I guess the rest of the time loss that I get on this split is due to this fight just not being optimal.
Let's go.
Or just minor time losses that I didn't really acknowledge later on in the run.
6.
That's a good start. This is, wow, this is an insane start. That's 210. 350. Perfect. Perfect turn. 400. 460.
46, 49 or
Yeah, 49.
49, yeah.
55.
55,
62.
62.
Mom, counting really well on the spot.
Okay, we're gonna have to heal here.
This is 73.
66. Or,
Oh my god. 79. There's I think what I could have done here is I could have had Pat heal Nina and just full send, and I think that could have been fine. So we're at 79. If I had been counting correctly, 79, because Sten is gonna do about 150, either 140 or 150. So that will put the boss at 93, and Nina does about 110. So that would be 1040. But if if everyone else dies, we're fucked. So I think never mind. I'm wrong. I guess 79's not correct. Let me think. So if he gets 140 and she does 100 and I decide to heal her, but he does another AoE and everyone else dies. So I have to think the way that this should work is I have to expect that we have about 250 left. He has 1300 HP. So I think we only full send if and if we've already taken damage, if he's 250 away. So he would have to have been over 1,000 damage taken for that to work.
it's at like 70 something.
Yeah, so 79.
That's what it is.
So like I said, so another 140 on top of 79.
Oh, that's bad, dude.
Oh, that is really bad. That's bad that that happened, because then I think that killed off Ryu and we lost a turn. 7, and we didn't heal. So let me think about this. So 79, 140 is 93. So that's still 93, like I said. $93. If I had full sent it. Okay, let me think. If I full sent this, this would be 140. Nina would have been the only survivor. So 140. 1070. That one. Oh, yeah, it would have been a death. So I should have full sent it here. Nina will survive everything because she's full health from last turn. And so the way that this would have played out, if he AoE'd, everyone but Nina dies. She still gets her turn and kills it. If he does anything where he brain controls somebody and they attack someone else, oh well. Then we still survive next turn getting damage in. If he, so it still would die. If he fired his single attack, it's still the same thing. So either way, I think a full send over 900 is healthy, and you should do it. So this was time loss right here. How much am I losing right here to this?
Of all the people to hit, Nina was the worst.
8 seconds, by the way. And then everything over her 2 attacks is also time loss.
I want to say it's close enough that I should risk it. Sten crit will definitely kill it. Nice. I don't care.
24 seconds. That was the extra time that I lost.
Also, another PB. We PB'd again on Terrapin by 25 seconds or something. Like 23 seconds, it looks like.
So 100% this could have golded if any of that time loss didn't happen, like all that major time loss, this could have been a gold, but can't help it. If I had done the fight correctly though, I would have been 24 seconds better. So I should have just full sent it with after that turn where Ryu died.
Yo, Yurden, welcome in. Yurden, we just PB'd on Terrapin. Again.
And if I had done that correctly, we would have second place in the Terrapin percent category with a 113.14.
And we have a really good
hindsight is
death score right
2020, chat.
now. Ryu is dead.
But we have a
Oh,
very
no.
healthy part, or a very
I hope not.
unhealthy
We have a
party for
contingency
Death Warp,
plan already
so
if we did.
we're good here.
Oh, this is bad.
Now this turned out horribly. All of this is bad. If we had gotten a lead
This
off,
is a little slow now because of those.
let's see. If we had gotten a lead off, 1, 5.
This is a little slow now because of those.
$17.
Went from good to average. If that,
Damn, that would have been a sub 2-minute split if we got that as a lead off.
that had been a lead off, that would have been the best Death Warp.
Yeah. My best Death
Like, we
Warp was
went
at a split
16
time of
seconds.
just under a 205.
Oh. Right?
There's nothing to note here. We teach Tier 2 to Sten. So let me see this really quick. About a second lost on that. I'm not too worried. I guess I didn't have my my turbo on, right? That's kind of weird. Oh, nice lead off. I should take advantage of that to put Scramble on. I always forget to do this. It's not like it matters on this fight or the Corsair fight, but it's a good habit so that I don't just automatically run an auto on the fights that are like at
Okay,
Windia
remember,
or
move them in scramble
Capitan.
as early as we can. Okay.
So here's where you're susceptible to mirror glitch if you're slow with Cat and wrong level. So we got the heat staff, we're fine.
Cat's weapon. I'm gonna time warp right now.
This is unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. I think your day night gets set after the shaman.
Oh, too early.
Okay, I made a mistake there. So that was 3 seconds. I'll probably do this analysis through Nimifu's tower. And
Exactly, Arctic.
we'll continue it more another day. By the way, I found out I have time tomorrow to do
Damn.
stuff, so we
Please
can
be, we
definitely do a lot of oh, this is bad. This is a bad fight. So I normally wish that when I do get a Rand roll and I bonk near Capitan that I don't get a fight. Because these are harder fights and they all have really slow animations. So especially stoolies. Stoolies are very likely to do buffs. So they either will defense down or do a self-buffing or something like that. And so it's really annoying. So I'm really sad I got this fight.
Okay.
Attack is really nice. Okay, they did defense.
Fine, I guess.
So this is actually a really fast fight that we only got one buff off from Komodo. It sucks that Komodo did a buff because he can just attack.
Not that bad.
Yeah, I think overall that was the fastest that could go. It's still slow just because it's a fight, but not the end of the world. I do want to analyze this a little more to see if Day Night gets set somewhere here. Because I suspect that it does, because I still had the same situation with Jean with having to take the Sleep of Shame. So that lost me 7 seconds doing that. I think otherwise this split was totally fine. Oh, we do get an unlucky encounter with Ryu again, but we were able to run away pretty quickly. I think overall, between having that fight with only one Rand roll bonk fight, and then also the Ryu fight, I think it ends up becoming a wash with the time loss there. So I'll only count the 7 seconds on the menu. I'm gonna skip this cutscene. So here, this is where we move again.
No.
Yeah, kind of unlucky.
Again.
It was lucky it was only one of these guys, because this isn't that bad. And we didn't get poisoned. I think even if I got poisoned... See, that was really fast.
Wasn't that slow.
So yeah, between the two fights, I think that any sort of potential time lost there is a wash.
Sucky, but it wasn't
So
too bad,
I only am accepting the 7 seconds that we had. I guess I'll round it up to 10 seconds for menuing errors. So 10 seconds is the only effective time loss that I have here between the split. We may end up losing more time on Carpenter than what I'm estimating right now, or we don't save as much compared to the best. Oh, wait. We lose time on the Death Warp. That's what happens on this split. Because otherwise, I think it's a pretty par for the course split. We do end up getting to the world map at about 9:40, which is correct. Okay, that's a little slow, so that's where I'll consider into the 10 seconds total from before this point. Because look, the way that you would want to do this is Cat, Nina, Rand. You go 1 up, 1, 2, 3, so that's 2 up, and then 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inputs. Alternatively, let me think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if you had swapped Nina and Rand, that might be kind of quick. So I lost 1 input there. Oh, I was too fast. But if I had done that, then...
Rand kills Ryu.
1. Okay. I'm too fast, man. So I'm trying to see. So if I were in the scramble menu, and so we have Nina and Rand in the opposite spots, it would be 1 input, And then this goes here. 2, 3. No, I think the way that I was saying it's still the fastest. And then you have the right party order. Okay, never mind. I wanted to just entertain a thought. So by the way, this would get me an average time with everything in the split that happened up to this point. You know, even with the 10-second time loss, I think this could still get an average of a 1040 split time had the death warp gone correctly. So what you're gonna see here is Ryu counters and it kills the entire split. I think in the future, what I should do, let me think about this. I think in the future, what I should do is I should defend with Ryu, maybe, in the case of this, so that, because here's the thought, maybe you defend with Ryu here, in this case, where you have one enemy, so that, in the case where Rand hits him, and say it's a crit, Ryu can survive and always takes 2 hits, I think, roughly, in order to die. Let's see this. 11. But he counters here, so this is all time loss.
Oh my fucking god, Ryu. Of course he did. Of all things. Give me a lead off. This is no better, dude.
And then more time loss. So this still happens fine.
Wow, I'm losing time here on the...
So that's 25 seconds just on Ryu.
The Carpenter, because it's fucking unlucky.
So I should have definitely defended with Ryu there. And this is the fight I wish I had gotten, because then we would have been fine. So that's another 12 seconds.
Dude, if we had gotten this, we wouldn't have had so many problems.
So that's like 45 seconds of time loss, man. On just the death warp. Oh my gosh. That was like... That would have been a 1040. Yeah, like I said. So you don't want to use Dogula or Frogula much. What about Sten? Hold on. Not the most useful in this route. Oh, sorry. Welcome in doing the obvious. I thought that was Honeydew for a moment. You at this point in the game, you don't have access to Dog or Frog. And you could use Sten, and the only reason we don't is because Rand can roll and move around the map a lot, so his utility is immense, and he does a lot of damage. We use Nina because we need Nina to get to level 12 for the whale section so that we can get an insta exit out. And Cat is taken here because she's the fastest character, so she outspeeds most enemies that we're going to encounter on the next few splits. That's the entire purpose of this team order right here. There are some sections where Sten would be useful because he's the second highest damage dealer at this point in the game. It's mostly the movement and his damage. That's actually what it is. His damage is really good, surprisingly. And we don't really use him for heals other than outside of combat. And we don't even use it that much because he's like very limited. This route uses a money glitch that gives us all the money we need early on, so we don't even need Rand really for the heals, but otherwise, you're right. He is really good with heals. So, everything that you said is right. Just basically, other than he also does really good damage. So yeah, I might have been 45 seconds even better than this. We could have been minus 245 at this point in the run.
That would be cool for a lot of newer people.
And actually, if I even consider it more than that, we could have been minus 3 minutes at this point in the run. Everything through Terrapin, or sorry, everything through Joker was insane of a split. But had I not made the mistake on Terrapin for not full sending it, we would have been minus 3 minutes right now. Also, had the Death Warp gone our way. I have 8 minutes until my my laundry's ready.
Got even shorter.
Let me see this. This looks good so far. I think this Rand roll was good. Yeah, this was a fine Rand roll. No fight too. That's really good. So this door requires at least 2 encounters to open, and it can take any time other than it can take as many encounters as possible, with 2 being the minimum. Also, leadoffs do count as success, and we got 2 leadoffs. So this was the fastest door.
Okay.
Oh no, never mind. We had to take 1 extra fight. If it had opened from that, that would have been insane. But 2 monopeds is really good for the follow-up fight. Because of this. So this could have been 15 seconds better. But I'm not going to count that. 3 fights is totally good.
Leadoffs do count as fights that the tower allows you.
Because that's like 2 RNG. If I remember correctly, this split was so insane and we almost golded, and something happened on the last fight that we got on this split, and it was really bad after that.
It should only ever let you in after fights.
Arctic was saying something here, and I don't know how believable it is.
That's kind of weird.
I wish he had like a video of it, so that way we could have seen what happened, because if you're able to just get through that without an encounter, that would be so sick.
Now, if it gave you like a fight that you ran away from, that's fine. That is intended.
Everything about this section so far has been pretty good.
Yeah, I wish you did too. That would have been really interesting. More so, I think Charles and Nitrodon would have been interested to know.
This is a really bad fight. But we've since learned how to handle this fight faster. But this is a really bad fight. As you're seeing, they all get turns and they have long animations. Luckily, no one poisoned, so this is still pretty decent. But as you're seeing, compared to like the other fights that we've had, we don't get a turn for what looks like 20 seconds. It looks like 13 seconds actually. And that's nice. That's generous. It could have been longer. I think one of them chose to defend. And we didn't have to heal the poison.
Yo.
And we got them again. So this is really horrible. So yeah, I got lucky in not needing to cure poison at all. Again, another 13 seconds.
Nice.
Very good level up, though. They do give a lot of experience, which is nice.
Dude, what the fuck?
And the game decided to be funny.
It gave me 3 of the flies in a row, dude. That is horrible.
The game is trying to have a sense of humor right now, but
Game,
giving me...
you go fuck yourself right now.
Having a 3 fights like that really was annoying.
Let's get that one out of the way.
That was a really good choice for me, by the way.
Dude, the game has a sense of humor right now.
I'm glad that they were leadoffs, because having to do those would have been too silly. This split would have been less good. That is... This section is so good. I don't actually... On a normal, like, run, I normally hit this stairway at about 7 minutes. So we're like a minute ahead.
Yeah, the game is having a sense of humor. I know, but they were leadoff.
So this could have been a really fat gold, and I'm gonna just check to see how much time we lose on this. So I'm two steps away from the ladder, from the stairway. So in general, I think a good run, like right now you're seeing my gold. Gold is insane. Yo, Turbo, thank you for the GG on the world record. You're seeing the gold right here is 8. That was with a similar pace to this. I think it was only slightly worse that I just went up the stairway at 7 minutes and I had an insane Nimifu fight. So this would have been a 30-second gold had this fight been not the fight that I got. You're going to see right now, this fight loses me so much time. So here's why this fight sucks. These guys are very sturdy. Fuck them. If Cat, however, is like, if whenever Cat goes on her attack, her 2 hits will kill one of them. And so you're totally fine. You can kill one of them off, and then you only have to contend with one. These guys, not only are they sturdy, but they also do double attacks. So I rolled really badly where this one right here outsped Cat somehow. He got like a really high speed roll and he outsped her and killed her.
This is not as cool. Oh no, please don't. I fucking hate this fight.
That ruined everything. And it turned out after she had been resurrected, she was faster than this guy. So this was the worst turnout of this entire fight. I was hoping Rand would have killed this, but he low rolled right there. I should have just used the life PL.
Okay, Ryu's gonna kill it. I know, the C-nates suck, man.
So I got this fight at 625. I thought that they might have killed Nina off, so that's why I did that.
The fact that they killed off Cat was really annoying.
Yep, turned out that she was faster.
Good job, Cat.
Okay, so I feel like if we had gotten anything else that you could get on this floor other than that, including even a single one of those guys, because you can get a fight with a single, I feel like the fight would have taken 15 seconds. And so right now the fight took 1 minute and 5 seconds, so it would have been we lost 50 seconds just on that.
That almost was an amazing section.
Yeah, that fight killed the section.
Her curse is now gone, so she can get more crits.
And I have to get my laundry, but
they have a C-nates.
Let's see how the fight went. Oh, if I remember correctly, she put everyone to sleep.
No!
Except for Cat. Cat is the fastest and also the highest damage. So this is actually doing a lot.
At least Cat didn't fall asleep. Okay, I think Ryu kills it.
So I saved... Okay, so I saved 11 seconds, but imagine I could have saved an additional 50 seconds on top of this with a better fight. Let's say it wasn't even like, let's say if it was 3 monopeds so that they got an attack, then let's take away another 10 seconds on that. I could have saved 40 seconds on this section. So let's look at the split time.
At least Cat didn't fall asleep. Okay, I think Ryu kills it.
It would have been near gold. It would have been almost gold if I had an average luck with the fight that I got on the floor before. But oh my god, we just had such a bad fight. Jesus. All right, chat. I have to go and handle my laundry right now. I think we'll continue more of the run review. Here's what I'm thinking. Tomorrow I can start with more run review and I'll get through right now we're just after the Nimafu fight, but I'll get through Paladin. And then that'll save us with one more section to go. So I'll review more of the run probably through Paladin. Because I think from Guardian and on, we have really bad luck. And I want to assess that separately and see how much time we could have saved beyond it. Because I think everything up to... I want to say everything through the portal was phenomenal. Like, this run was amazing through all of this. But I want to just assess everything after Guardian a little bit with more scrutiny. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to raid into JRP because JRP is doing fun runs. And he hasn't been feeling well, so... Everyone, wish JRP some good luck, and also wish him well, like, in terms of getting better. And we'll be back with more runs, with Earthbound runs after we do run review. So tomorrow is going to be run review to start sometime in the afternoon. Oh, hold on. We're going to do Gaming Through the Ages first. I anticipate that's going to be really quick, and I'll get through that... I'll get through that immediately, and then there will be probably a lunch break, and then or like a little break between streams, and then we'll do more run review and then jump into Earthbound runs. And so tomorrow's going to be a long day. Take it easy, have fun. I'll see you all later. Bye.